Tiger Airways is fighting for survival after its grounding over safety concerns. Some aviation analysts believe the budget carrier will be forced out of business and doubt it'll be grounded for only a week. The airline's brand appears badly damaged and it's been hemorrhaging millions of dollars in losses over the past few years. Emily Stewart reports.
It's a turbulent time for Tiger Airways, but analysts believe the low-cost carrier will ride through the storm.
Tiger Airways and its backers have got significantly deep pockets and a strong enough will to get this resolved as quickly as possible and get back flying.
The Civil Aviation Safety Authority grounded the budget airline for a week until Saturday because of safety concerns. And Tiger boss Tony Davis flew in from Singapore for crisis talks with the safety regulator in Melbourne. The location was kept under wraps, and in a statement issued this afternoon, Tiger says management will continue to work on a constructive basis with CASA to resolve their safety concerns. The Safety Authority is yet to decide if it will go to the federal court to seek an extension of the grounding.
It depends whether or not they are actually able to rectify the issues that CASA has brought to their attention.
Meanwhile, the terminals are empty, but the low-cost carrier is still selling online tickets for flights next week. Although Barry Jackson from the Pilots Association believes it could take a while for Tiger to get back in the air.
They seem systemic problems, and as you can't train pilots in a week, you can't train engineers in a week, the skills required for aviation take a long time to come to fruition.
He believes cost-cutting is an ongoing concern across the aviation industry.
Our concern is the area of pilot standards and obviously the couple of incidents that have brought this grounding along. We have, for quite a while, been concerned about the push towards minimum standards in the industry.
It's the first time an entire Australian fleet has been grounded, and Tiger estimates the week-long suspension will cost it $1.5 million. It's another blow for the struggling company. Tiger posted a full-year loss of almost $7 million for the year to March. It's also a big worry for its biggest shareholder, Singapore Airlines, which has supported the struggling carrier for some time.
I think if you're trying to make profits, there's no room for a low-cost carrier at all.
Derek Sadabin disagrees. He says the low-cost model is continuing to flourish around the world.
Low-cost carriers will probably account for something like 20% of capacity in this market by the end of this year, and that's off a zero base 10 years ago.
But with more than 40,000 passengers disrupted by the suspension, Roger Montgomery believes the real cost is to the Tiger brand, which he says has been irreversibly damaged.
The competency of management needs to be called into question. It could be there's a lack of interest. They're not making any money and therefore there's no interest. It could be that it's considered an outpost from headquarters.
They're certainly going to have some consumer a backlash, particularly over the near term, but I think that assuming that they can get flying again very quickly and they can put some very attractive low fares back into the market, it could be something that gets resolved fairly quickly.
Tiger's suspension has led to a short-term windfall for Virgin Australia and Qantas Airways. As well as swelling passenger numbers, shares in Virgin rose 10.5% and Qantas was up almost 6%. The safety regulator told Lateline Business there was no outcome from the meeting today, and its investigations into several recent safety issues will continue.